minutes, man.
Oh God! Well, Game Appears!
A wild game.
Let's check it out, guys. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
You're right. Stop.
Damn it! Stupid song! Damn it! I can't play this now. Am I right?
Are they
what do
really gonna
I do?
ban you?
Are you allowed to play gameplay?
I don't. Yeah, I'm allowed to play gameplay.
Done.
Wait, but it's music. That's,
But it's a trailer, and we can fight that. They said there's a forum that you can fight it.
okay. All right. All right.
World full of exceptional Sims. Smart.
I mean, we already played it, so it doesn't really matter.
Personalities who every day collide and connect. They are yours to create and control. Their stories are yours to tell. There's the story of Ollie Purdue, a starving artist without his muse. Depressed, Ollie spent his days alone, and his nights seeking inspiration. He didn't laugh, and he didn't dance. Babs Lamore, a bartender, had dreams of her own. A romantic, she was forever on a quest for true love. Until she met the one. Ollie fell for her way with words. And his technique left Babs inspired. The budding novelist began writing her own story. The story of Babs Lamore and Ollie Purdue. With his muse in hand, Ollie thrived, creating work so profound he touched the masses. Babs finished her novel, but her story with Ollie is just beginning. They are friends, they are family, they are neighbors. They are all new Sims. Create their stories and play with their lives like never before.
Sims 4. You're a fan of Sims, right, Kristen?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a real big fan of The Sims 2.
I said someone else in there said the exact same thing. I think. I wish I could like The Sims.
Really?
I get so
it's so
bored
much fun.
looking at it, and I'm like, I really want to get into this, but I can't. I'm
Coming
not gonna
from somebody
lie.
that's always been into architecture, it especially speaks to me on that house
Right.
designing part of it. But The Sims 4, guys, it's releasing on September 2nd for the PC and the Mac, and it's still developed by Maxis, the original guys that have worked on The Sims since the very beginning. I mean, The Sims is a major series. I remember on the PC for the longest time, it was the best-selling series on PC. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but it's still a juggernaut in the PC space, and there's a reason for it. It really is a charming series, and it's a lot of fun for all demographics. Like girls really attached to it because it's like playing house in a way. But guys do too. I really, really enjoy The Sims.
Intro Speak says he wishes his ex was a sim. He would walk her into sewage.
Oh my God, it's horrible. Jesus. Okay, so Sims 3 was good, but it didn't quite appeal to everybody. But this one has an entirely new graphical engine. Still has that, that cartoony vibe. It's still it's very cute and charming still, but it's entirely new and it really does look great. The biggest thing that's new about this Sims is that they're pushing the creation tools to like entirely new boundaries.
Wow, I'm looking at it now.
You're seeing it on screen right now, and that's the building tools for the house right there, and it's really crazy. But let's start first with the Sims creation tools. There are no longer sliders. There's no preset, faces and noses and stuff like that. It now uses a click and drag system, kind of like Google SketchUp, if you guys know what that is. So you got your sim on the screen, right? And you can orient that person's angle and then just grab. And I'm going to get into territory here, but you can literally just grab her boobs and just slide them as big as you want. You can pull her butt bigger, spread her hips wider, make her thighs wider, make her waist smaller, make her eyes bigger. You can make the pupils bigger. The iris is bigger. You can make the ears bigger, the feet smaller. Everything is customizable. It's crazy. It really is mind-blowing how many different pivot points are on each character, and you can just pull and push however you want to make the character look. I remember Greg Miller on IGN created his own sim. It looked just like him. It was amazing. It looked so cool. It really looks like fun. But not just
Yeah, Drew, keep it clean. You don't want to spread her thighs.
Some people like thick thighs. Sorry, I get what you're saying. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. This segment's gonna be muted anyway.
It's not gonna matter what he's saying at this point.
Yeah.
Baba Booey.
But it's not just the physical nature of the Sims that you can change. Right now, what you're seeing here, I think that they're creating
look.
Bella and Mortimer Goth. You can see, look, he's like spreading her hips wider, her thighs thinner. Made her butt bigger, you know? Look at the guy. Look at this guy here. He makes him jacked, if I remember right. Not this one. That's The Sims 3. The one that's right after. Come on, hurry up. This guy.
suck.
Look at the guy in The
Crap.
Sims 4. He makes him, like, so jacked, it's ridiculous. Changing his nose. Look, Jesus
Christ.
It's like,
Oh my
okay,
God.
somebody has, to compensate for something here.
Right.
There he is.
Anytime I see stuff like this, though, all I think of is gamer.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah. But you can also use your creation tools to modify, obviously, their appearance, their fashion styles, their personality traits, skills, careers, walk styles. For the first time, though, emotions are more important than ever. You know, your emotions were always shown in The Sims, but now it's more like your Sims feel emotion.
Right.
Because the thing is that the situations that you put them in affect their emotions, and because of the effect that they have on the emotions and how they react to that, it actually changes the game around that. You know, it creates new events, new scenarios for these Sims to go into because of what you put them in before that. Because that they're actually feeling these emotions as opposed to just showing them. Emotions are so powerful in The Sims 4 that I think you can actually kill your Sim if the emotions become that strong. You know what I mean? If depression, for instance, was strong enough, the Sim could die. So you need to make sure you keep your Sims happy, I think, or they could die sheerly from depression alone. Now, you also saw on there, let's go in the gallery first. The gallery is pretty cool because this is kind of similar to, again, like a Google SketchUp. If you guys know what that is, it's like an architectural building tool, but there's a thing on SketchUp called the warehouse where people can create stuff and then share it with the world, and people can just download and put that in their house and stuff like this. It's the same with The Sims 4. Your Sims, your families, your houses, everything you build, you can actually then save and share on the gallery for free for other people to download and then use in their house. It's pretty cool.
Also, almost like Meat Parade.
Meat Parade?
Me.
Oh, I was like, Meat Parade, that sounds dirty.
I hate you so much.
That sounds really dirty. But I hope that they actually expand this. It'd be really cool if you could create furniture. Because that's something that I do with Revit a lot. You can create whatever you want. Create like appliances, create furniture, create electronics. It'd be really cool if they had like modeling tools so that you could share those kind of things for the world to use to make their house even more realistic. That'd be pretty cool. The good thing about the gallery is that, like I said, it's free and the game does not require an always online connection. Very good news there, guys.
Yay, they're learning.
Yay, good job on that. You do need online, obviously, to access other people's shared content on the gallery, but you don't need to be online in order to just play the single-player mode of the game. Now, speaking of houses, we were just talking about, sharing stuff on the gallery. The build mode is more expansive than ever in The Sims 4 when it comes to house. You were pretty impressed when you saw it on
I
screen
was
there.
a little blown away. I was completely confused.
It takes a little bit of what The Sims 3 did in that you can actually just grab rooms that are pre-made. Like say there's a living room that is already furnished. You grab that, you just plop it down. But then you can now in The Sims 4, you can grab the walls of pre-made rooms and then just drag them. And the room expands and the furniture inside that room moves smartly, intelligently to fit into the correct spaces that it should have been in from the beginning. So everything is smart. You can see here, he's just placing down rooms, dragging, dropping walls, expanding up. There you go, house built. In 5 seconds. It's that easy, guys. Thank you for the friend request, LKMX2. Really appreciate that, man. But just like The Sims, all the other ones, you can change the textures in your house. You can change the wall colors. You can put windows. In this one, though, windows are really simple. You just click, put a window in. But then when you're in 3D mode, just drag it. You can just drag your window around, put them in any orientation you want.
Yeah, I saw that.
Architectural
it was
freedom.
it was either windows or mirrors, and they were they were just angling them up.
Yeah.
Going in
Yeah, in a cool orientation.
Right,
That's
I
what
like that.
you have a lot of customization here. You can really create something that is entirely yours and then share that. In your entire house, let's say you start off with your house on this part of the property, and you're like, oh shit, I don't want my house here. Thank you, Dashing, for your friend request.
Yeah, we gotta make room for the pool.
Yeah, eventually, right? I'll get to that. The house can just be picked up rotate it, whatever you want, and just plop down on another part of the property in case you don't like the orientation or the location on the property that you chose. Architectural details and columns and stuff like that, again, all smart. Just click, column will go, and it'll integrate into the house all on its own. Just everything's really cool and smart. The one downgrade, as Mark just said, is that there's no pools. Thank you, Chamu, for your friend request.
Chamu.
No pools. I don't know why. Maybe they just didn't have the time.
Maybe they just want to sell them as DLC later.
Yeah, that's possible too.
If they do that, holy shit,
Yeah.
that's a scummy.
Yeah, it is, because this is the first time that pools have not been in the launch version of The Sims. Thank you, Mr. Eno, for the friend request. Thank you guys, a lot of friend requests right now. Really appreciate that. I hope they do add it, even if it's after. Pools are important to The Sims. They really allows you to make your home feel luxurious. And I think that's important. Like, that's what people want to do. They want to make a mansion with a crazy pool and this kind of stuff. So this is all like kind of speed here on the screen, but it still gives an idea of how simple it is to create a home. Really looks cool.
Mike, just so you know, I just messaged your ex-girlfriend,
Which one?
Katie.
Did she tell you?
She forgets!
We're still trying to find out Mike's real name.
That's how you know.
But
isn't
she
it?
said that it was a ridiculous name. She just doesn't remember what it is.
Okay.
As long
Thank
as
you for
no
the
one's
friend
guessing.
request.
Abraham.
Tariq, I think, was your name. Thank you for your friend request. Finally, let's end off the Sims 4 talk here.
That was Mike's name.
Now, in other Sims, you had neighborhoods, right? In
Right.
this Sims, you have worlds, and then there's neighborhoods inside of those worlds. So each world consists of multiple distinct neighborhoods, and then you can have your Sims in all of those neighborhoods or all at once, and the player can fully control the interactions and actions within whichever neighborhood is loaded at that time, but you still do have actually a little bit of control of Sims outside of your neighborhood as well. But if you want to switch neighborhood, there's like a little bit of a load time. But still, it's cool that you can actually control your Sims a little bit from other neighborhoods and keep like, you know, social connectivity maybe between families in different neighborhoods and stuff like that. The two worlds that are going to be included with The Sims 4, one is called Willow Creek, it's based on New Orleans, and the other one is called Oasis Springs, it's like a desert world. Both of them look pretty cool.
So, does that mean like you're randomly gonna lose your house in a flood?
I don't know. Maybe this is like SimCity where like aliens suddenly come down. The Sims has a lot of quirky stuff. Like for instance, you can be a writer in The Sims 4, and if you write such amazing epics, for some reason I have no idea why, you can bring people back to life. I have no idea why. But if you write an epic saga as a writer, you have the power to return life to somebody that died.
That's cool.
It is cool, I think.
Racer X had mentioned in the chat that pools apparently take a big RAM process, and that's why it's not in Sims 4.
They might figure it out. They just got to get their RAM storage figured out, and then they'll probably get it in there. But the other thing that was omitted, I guess you would say, from this Sims is toddlers. That stage of life has been removed from The Sims 4, and I'm not sure why. I think they still have baby. I still think they have like child. They just got rid of toddler. I don't know why. Maybe people were throwing their toddlers in the pools. We've talked about that before. Still no. Other little cool things I wanted to mention. There's a low chance for your Sim to be left-handed for the first time. You might notice that your Sim is picking up a glass with its left hand. That's pretty cool. Just little small touches like that.
Kill the sinner.
For the first time ever, entirely new Sim voices. For the first 3 games, they just recycled the Sim voices. Yeah, those crazy voices. Yeah, exactly.
Guys, we should do a Sims episode.
Oh my god, that would be the worst ever.
But now they
We need
re-recorded.
subtitles.
If our thing gets muted, can we all just like go back and just like Mystery Science Theater with Sims voices over top?
Yes, definitely, we should do that. And lastly, this Sims is in an alternate universe because it technically takes place in the future. There's no continuity to Sims 1 through 3, but since Bella and Mortimer Goth are in this game, that must mean it's an alternate universe, which is kind of weird. I never knew that the Sims were connected in any way, but that's what they said. So, guys, once again, The Sims 4 comes out on September 2nd for the PC and Mac. I love The Sims. I might actually get this game if my laptop can handle it, because I think it's a lot of fun, and maybe I can stream it even using the Twitch stuff on the PC. So, guys, if you're a Sims fan, check it out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks better than 3, I think, in my opinion.